That is the first of 3. 6:40, that'll start. We'll get out a little bit before that and get you right into first pitch there. They'll play them again tomorrow and Wednesday. Guardians will head up to Milwaukee to play the Brewers. They'll go play the Yankees. You going to go to a Guardians-Yankees game, Mary?
No.
And then they'll come back home, play the Texas Rangers. Before all that stuff. I was looking at the map of IQ by state. We're doing okay in Ohio. What the hell was that?
The burp came out.
That's what that was?
I was trying to hold it back, and it snuck through my nose.
You were trying to hold a burp, and it came out of your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Sorry.
You know those are connected, mouth and nose.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, listen, I appreciate the effort. Next time, just let rip.
Should I?
Yeah.
Holy, okay.
Why not?
I will.
A new map showing which states have the highest IQ. IQ is, my understanding is IQ is, it's kind of like, you know how lie detector tests are inadmissible in court because they're a little wobbly in the sense of really nailing something down? Same thing with IQ.
Do you want some breaking news?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I always want breaking news.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
This is according to WKYC. Arrest warrant issued for Cleveland business owner Bobby George on charges of rape, attempted murder, and kidnapping.
Gee, what a
Rape,
shock.
murder, and kidnapping?
Attempted murder.
That's the town hall guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have been talking shrimp on that guy for a long time, seemingly with good reason. But who knows?
I can't find... Oh, here it is. 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Attempted murder? Crimes committed recently between November of last year and July of this year.
Well, there you go. Yeah, what? Town hall, and he owns all the Rise dispensaries.
Yeah, has
and,
been charged with at least 9 felonies. This seems like Cleveland's version of that Fire Festival guy. Doesn't it?
I don't know.
He's a little...
9.
The Fire Festival guy was just kind of a scam artist. This is a different level.
Well, I can't imagine there are a lot of people who are well in tune to this dude that are particularly surprised, given just the stuff that you'd hear on the wind. People who worked for him. And
Well, they were just... Town Hall just posted a thing a few weeks ago when the Olympics started about the opening ceremonies and being like, we're not going to support the Olympics.
Super
we're gonna show
woke.
the Olympics
Yeah.
because their depiction of the Last Supper, and everybody's like, hey, and they posted this like 4 days later when everybody's like, hey, that was never the Last Supper.
Well, and
Yeah.
there were people who along the way who were kind of put off by the fact that he would host like Trump rallies and things like that, or MAGA party, whatever they are.
This is
all right.
different though. This is in politics now.
Oh, this is a whole other thing.
This is a
yeah.
whole other thing.
Yep.
And there's like they've talked to some of the.
This is like, I'm reading
Yeah.
it. It's graphic.
It's really
dude.
graphic.
But like when people get like this, I can't imagine.
Can't imagine what.
I'm trying to get my words together. I can't imagine being part owner of a few restaurants going to your head like this.
Well, you become
There's
a wealth.
gotta be
You
other
become a
stuff.
you become a well-to-do person. And
But like, okay, I own it just blows my mind. Like that this small amount of money and power.
It's
is
not a
gonna-
small amount of money. He's got a lot of money.
I get
Didn't
it,
he
but
buy-
in the scheme of things, is he a billionaire?
no,
Not a
but wasn't
billionaire, but he's a multi-millionaire.
wasn't he part of the group that was developing the Irish Town Bend there? The part of
Yeah.
Ohio City near the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. A victim accused him of pointing a gun at her. Yeah, it's pretty gross stuff. Woman said he tried to kill her by shoving a towel down her throat. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that there will be more gross information as the story takes more shape.
As soon as this broke, I got messages from like 3 or 4 different people.
And people who worked for him or were in the orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's crazy.
Yep. I stopped going to his establishment some time ago.
Same.
So
After all the COVID stuff.
no,
Yeah, but
That's when I
just
did.
just things that people I know who've been in that orbit for a while who wanted nothing to do with anything that had his fingerprints on it.
I had seen a lot of people being like, we were forced to come in when we were sick, and I had 103-degree temperature and was throwing
Oh yeah, that was a
up,
whole
and,
other thing. Yeah.
That was when I started to be like, oh, what's happening here?
I thought you were going to talk about Jenna Jameson.
She die?
No, turns out she got misdiagnosed.
With what?
Well, doctors told her that she had a
Having
year to
tickle
live.
bitties. Oh.
Oh.
No, they didn't misdiagnose her with tig old biddies. Jenna Jameson, who is almost 50 years old, said that she had been misdiagnosed with, is it Guillain-Barré syndrome? I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's this autoimmune disorder. And she had been having something going on with her, and they diagnosed her with that, which can atrophy your legs and make it infirm you in that way. And she says now that they misdiagnosed her with that.
So what did she have?
Also told her that she had blood cancer.
Yeah.
She has 3 kids. And, they're not sure what's going on with her, but she said that was a misdiagnosis. Imagine being Jenna Jameson, who in her day, 25 years ago, was the premier porn star, right? Imagine, and she was doing drugs and all kinds of stuff. Imagine all that, and you don't get AIDS, die of an overdose. I mean, she was really dancing between the raindrops.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she's not in great shape, but she's in better shape than she was. She had been married a couple times. I think Tito Ortiz smacked her around, which sucks. Then she married a woman. Her wife, I think, divorced her some time ago, said that she was too volatile. But, again, she got kids. And, but recently she had been largely kind of confined to a wheelchair. But she said at the very least, when they told me that I had a year to live, they were incorrect, which I think you'll hear from a lot of people. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, when my dad was diagnosed, I mean, I had only been back home for a year. I moved back in 2006. My dad got diagnosed in 2007 with, essentially blood cancer. His body wouldn't make platelets and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, he wasn't misdiagnosed with having tickle bitties?
He was not
Okay.
misdiagnosed with that. No, my dad's rack was earned. No, but they told us. I mean, he was diagnosed June, maybe, of that year. And they said, well, he maybe has till Christmas. And so we're trying to process that. And we're all kind of running around in circles trying to figure out what's going on there. And my dad ended up, we got a whole lot of extra time with him. He ended up dying in 2022. So every year we were like, well, this is, first of all, they were way off. But we're like, anytime we get, it's extra time, borrowed time. And for most of that, you would have never known he was sick to look at him. He wasn't infirmed, anything like that. It's just that when you have those kinds of conditions, everything happens all at once. When they talk about old people, I mean, my dad was 74 when he died. But they talk about old people, like once you hit 80. Even people who are in good shape, exercise, take care of themselves. A lot of those people, boy, it just takes one. They fall at home, end up in the hospital. It just takes one thing, and all those dominoes fall immediately. Everything happens all at once. Once you get to a certain age, it's not gradual anymore. So it's like you got to make sure you're not, walking on ice in the wintertime, or I don't know. Guillain-Barré. Thank you. being told. I don't know how those things are pronounced. Alan, there's a lot of variability in those IQ tests. My IQ has tested as low as the 130s and as high as the 150s. So there's a humble brag.
We should do an IQ test.
Oof, I'd be terrified. But they ranked them by state.
The one time I did one, and this is a long time ago, it said 300 million.
Wow! I didn't even think they went that high.
There's the
I didn't think it went
face.
that high.
No, it was like 128. It was like what I got.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
What's the scale?
I think 128 is the best you can do.
That's what it is. He got a
IQ level.
perfect IQ score.
IQ level of 120 is described as above average or bright. IQ average is 100.
Well, I think they also had to reclassify because, like back in the day, if it was like low or mid double digits, you were referred to. I think they were still using retarded or
Well,
dumb or something. What did they call them?
This says, I mean, there's like 15 of them, but 1 to 24, profound mental disability.
There
like
you
this
go.
is a new one.
Yeah, they changed them.
Severe mental disability, moderate, mild, borderline, and then average intelligence is 85 to 114. Above average, 115 to 129. Moderately gifted,
Right.
130 to 144.
Moderately, imagine that little Carlin bit. Moderately
Are you
gifted.
gifted?
Moderately. Highly gifted, exceptionally gifted, and then profoundly gifted.
Well, yeah, here are the old categories.
Okay.
Borderline deficiency was 70 to 80. 50 to 69 was moron. 20 to 49 was imbecile. And
sounds-
below 20 was idiot. Because that's
not
what they.
real.
No, it is. Back in the day, those were the categories. They were like, well, he's an idiot.
Wait, was that
And that was a scientific category.
Was that for an IQ test or when you do
the jumpy thing at Cracker
thing
Barrel?
at Cracker Barrel? We got an idiot
golf
and an
tees?
ignoramus over here.
Ignoramus. No, that's what it was a long time ago. Mental deficiency is now generally called mental retardation.
I like idiot.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it
Like
was.
getting diagnosed as an idiot is. Ooh.
Well, because a long time ago, if people weren't bright or didn't have the capacity for whatever reason, they were kind of resigned to that. Now, people are like, I don't know nothing, but this is all made up. You know, it's like, so yeah, it's good that we're not classifying people as morons and imbeciles. But anyway, they were ranking the states by IQ. And there aren't a lot of shocks in there, you know. The states that basically slash education every chance they get.
Alabama.
Yeah, Mississippi, Alabama. I mean, now again, it's not like their average IQ is in the 80s. You know, they're all in the hundreds. Some
What's
are
the
just
smartest state?
lower. Massachusetts. Because they
Or
invest
Boston.
in education.
Oh.
Ohio is kind of in the middle. The average is 97.43, so that's below the 100 mark. We're 29th worldwide.
America or Ohio?
America. Japan has the highest average IQ in the world.
Ooh.
106.48.
Do you think it's from the radiation?
Fukushima? I don't know. I know a lot of them gained powers of a spider. The average IQ in Ohio is 101.8.
It's also a mild fever.
Yeah. Well, because when your brain is working at that level and capacity, you get very hot.
Very warm.
I think that's how science works.
Yeah,
Get
that's
very
why-
hot and
Mary,
warm.
we
I'm
might need
cold
you to
all the
move back
time.
here to bring the average back up.
You're welcome. I'm
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah, Mississippi, the average IQ is 94.2. That is the lowest in the United States. So, yeah, I guess under 100. So there's you could make a case for a pretty direct cause and effect situation there. But Ohio's doing okay. Again, to whatever degree, you kind of have to take IQ with a grain of salt because it's not like hard, fast rules. But I think whether you are using the current nomenclature or whether you're going back to the early 20th century, nobody wants to be classified as a moron, as an imbecile. Because that's no fun to call people that if they literally are. That's no fun. Yeah, you idiot. And they go, what do you want from me? My IQ 75. They go, damn it, I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, I got a break. You want to get the